Welcome back to Soccer Cards United. It's episode 238 of the greatest soccer card podcast in the world. My name is Jason. That's Enzo. Hello, Enzo.
Hello, Jason.
We had a very exciting last episode, because we announced that vendor tables were on sale for the Dublin Card Show, March 1st, 2025 at the Convention Centre. But now, not only vendor tables, but tickets are on sale for the Dublin Card
tickets?
Show. Attendee tickets. You can get your tickets now to the Dublin Card Show 2025, the second edition.
On the 1st of March, 2025. So we're coming back. We're doing it again. We've done it.
Better.
Bigger, better. We know a lot more this time around, which is great.
Bigger,
vendor
better,
tables
more experienced.
have been flying. We're more than halfway sold on them, just to let folks know.
Yes.
Which is pretty exciting.
Don't hang around on vendor tables, because we expect those to be out the door pretty soon.
Pretty much gone. Hopefully soon. Yeah, that would be nice.
That'd be lovely.
See the little display case image I put in there, Jason? That's an improvement on last year.
Image. Look at that.
Listen, come on. The only thing I couldn't do was make them the same size. You know what I mean? In terms of make the bottom one a bit bigger. It wouldn't fit. But that looks great, I think.
That looks absolutely perfect. We've gone for anyone who's not watching the YouTube, we've gone for kind of the blue felt.
Yeah, keep it on brand. We love the color blue. You
nice
know, last year a lot of our kind of memorabilia vendors were buying display cases, and then they misinterpreted. They thought it would display kits and stuff like that. So the image helps, I think. Yeah, that's my iterative improvement, Jason. I never stop.
And then we have the tickets are on sale as well. So you can get them through Eventbrite, but it's embedded here because Enzo's a bloody whiz.
I haven't actually put it live on Eventbrite, Jason. I think we were chatting about that. Should I put it public? Because at the moment, the only way to access it is via the website.
I think put it public, and let's get those hits. Let's get those that ranking to start to happen on the search.
I'll do it right now, Jason. That's right.
Okay, wow.
I'm not messing about.
Just while Enzo does that, for those who are a long-time listener to the show, you'll know that this sort of on-air busy work is no stranger to Soccer Cards United. And while he's doing that, I'll just give you a little breakdown of the ticket price structure. So the general admission tickets, which allow access at the opening time of 10 a.m., are €10 plus a booking fee. So €10 for general admission if you are under 13, or you are bringing people who are under 13. They go free. So kids go free to this event. Children's tickets under 13s are free. If you're over 13, you're going to be classed as a general admission ticket, which I think is quite reasonable. If you are a child, or if you are bringing a child, or if you know a child that would like to go, an adult has to go with them. You can't just book a under 13 ticket and just walk in. And then there are also, and this is another kind of thing, there's also a group event pass. So if for four general admission tickets, so that could be 4 teenagers or it could be 4 adults, can go as a group for €35 plus a fee, which is a discount of €5 versus if you bought 4 tickets individually. Then there's also VIP tickets. The VIP tickets give you a skip the queue or skip the line. There's an exclusive VIP goodie bag, and people will know our general admission goodie bags last year were very popular. So imagine what the VIP goodie bag is like. There'll be an exclusive VIP raffle and more benefits to be announced. Very exciting.
There you go. I've made it public, but at the moment all I'm seeing is like Dublin bachata events. When I try to find it myself, the Dublin Card Show 2025, and I'm seeing a lot of sensual festival did on in October. Maybe something to jot down. I don't know where it is, but I'm sure it's up there.
Yes, well, that's we can start sharing out the link, and then once Eventbrite starts getting kind of backlinks, people clicking on it, they'll go like, oh, this is a real thing. So yes, but DublinCardShow.com, you get all your information, and we'll be announcing it on our social channels. But as always, we wanted to give the podcast
a head start,
listeners just a little head start. So it was really good last year. Do come along if you're around town, or if you have access to an airline. If you have an airline of choice like we have.
Yeah, I mean, listen, people keep asking us when are we getting that sponsorship. At the moment, it's nowhere to be seen. We've been trying to contact Aer Lingus every single day, but it's not quite getting there. But
if anyone works in the sponsorship department of Aer Lingus, reach out.
Please. A lot of people listen to this from a lot of corporate backgrounds, and I'd like to think there's an Aer Lingus in there somewhere. I'll do this after the show, Jason. I don't know where it is, but I do want to say a lot of the internationals that came last year have doubled down to come back this year, which actually surprised me a lot. Like the percentage of return internationals, because
Mm-hmm.
you think you've done the Dublin trip, you've visited Dublin, you've spent the money on the flights, on the hotel in the city, you've kind
Yeah.
of done it last year. To double down and come back again this year, especially some of our transatlantic friends,
Yes.
is humbling, I would say, and also is just like, wow, thank you. It's just like, whoa. And then obviously the new internationals on the way as well, which is
There are
exciting to
also new
see.
international vendors. Yeah, there are new
Um,
domestic vendors who would not have been in a position to vend in terms of their inventory as of the last Dublin show, but have since, because the hobby in Ireland and in Europe is kind of growing, I would say exponentially at the moment.
Leveled up.
We've leveled up. So I think for those who are new to the show, for those who are returning to the show, either way, I think everyone's going to be pleasantly surprised and very impressed by the year-to-year improvements at the Dublin Card Show. So do join us. I will say we've had a website, soccercardsunited.com, for basically 98% of the time we've done this podcast, and we've never spent as much time promoting it as we have been promoting the Dublin Card Show, because this is kind of a passion project for us. So do come, because it's going to be great. Yep, good.
There you go. Very good. Very impressive.
Thank you. I just want to look ahead. I want to start off Hobby HQ by looking ahead to a product which is always a favorite on the calendar, but hasn't been out for this year yet. And our friends over at Trace and Chase have some info on it. It's Merlin Chrome.
Oh, wow.
So this is 23-24 Topps Chrome Merlin. And although it doesn't say Merlin Chrome. Did he just say Merlin Chrome, or did it always just say Merlin? I thought it said Merlin Chrome.
The pink box is mental. I'll double check.
Yeah.
I'll double check.
Topps is excited to present the spellbinding new release of 23-24 Topps Merlin UEFA Club Competitions. This enchanting Chrome card collection features the biggest stars from UEFA's Champions League, Europa League, and Europa Conference League. Behold, returning inserts such as Aegis Alchemy, the all-new Mystic Knights, and Merlin's Chosen One, highlighting young stars on the path to greatness. Track down rare rookie variations, sword cards, and look for autographs, which include a variety of signed insert cards. The Merlin Match Ball autographs return alongside Merlin Match Ball Signatures Jumbo Book cards.
Merlin Match Ball Jumbo Book card.
Yeah. So these are some images of the cards themselves. Renaissance is back. New base design.
It always just said Merlin, by the way. I've confirmed.
Okay, right. Interesting. So yeah, this is available for pre-order from various websites right now. And
that makes sense. I've had a lot of people ask me about it, and I'm like, I don't have information. Why? It's like we're more than 2 weeks out. What are we talking about here? Why are you asking me about this? But now it makes sense. It's appearing around.
It's appearing. It's out there. So this is the new Mystic Knights insert. Yeah, I like Merlin.
Definitely. I think it's a popular opinion. Merlin is
everyone likes Merlin.
I don't like baseball has about a bajillion SKUs, but like I do look at soccer and kind of think there's 2 huge Chrome releases a year is a bit mad, isn't it? Like it's like impressive. That's like people like to, people in the hobby like to say soccer is not quite like all the other sports. But when you think of soccer, pretty much guaranteed to get a Finest, a Chrome, a Merlin Chrome, and a Stadium Club. Those are 4 big Chrome releases in a year.
It's not like we just have Chrome and that's all we have. We're quite the catalog here.
That's right.
150 base set, 150 base cards, and loads of parallels.
Color. Loads. My God.
So Merlin color generally looks good. Oftentimes the really good looking parallels are disappointingly high numbered. You'll be like, oh my God, that looks unbelievable.
Well, I do like that though. I do like the cards
looking better than them looking bad.
If you think of like the Atomic, which I don't know if it's here, it is. The Atomic is to 250, but people like an Atomic PSA 10 of a good rookie tends to do really well. So that's like, I think that's a positive design aspect of a high numbered card.
Yeah.
I don't hate it. Normally the Chrome stock is amazing on these cards. We're hoping that holds true this year.
Yeah. Inserts have parallels, red and super Renaissance. Which would be good. Mystic Knights, Merlin's Chosen One, Aegis Alchemy, they all start at 75.
What's a sword card?
I don't know what a sword card is.
And the Grail, we know about the Grail. There's like an entire Grail chase at the moment. You get all the Ronaldos, you get a prize, all that sort of stuff. But what is the sword card? Because of Merlin sword, that kind of makes. There's a link
yes,
there.
Sword from the Stone, all that kind of thing.
Sword in the Merlin logo.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, yeah.
But what is that card? Why don't we know?
Why don't we know what that? Does anyone know what that sword card is? Also, look at this jumbo book card for the match ball signatures. We have no information on what parallels will be involved there either, or will it just be a 1-on-1?
Oh, I thought that image was the book card. I was like, how is this a book? I don't understand. No, so you're saying the Merlin match ball signature jumbo book card. So we're imagining. I would imagine that's like a multi.
Yeah, that's like a big kind of
Merlin match ball signatures jumbo book card. Like, is the book card meaning there's lots and lots of players in the book, or could you have kind of like the entire ball has been cut up and placed in this book?
Oh, it's a jumbo to accommodate the ball.
That's right. This is the full ball. You've seen parts of the ball. How about the entire ball?
Or is it a book of? Is it a book of people with their ball signatures?
It's a book of people with their balls.
Mm.
That's what I think that is, and I want to hit it.
Good,
very good.
There are also Mystic Knights, which we saw, Jude. There are autographs on that insert, and there are Superfactor Mystic Knights autographs.
You love to see a few Superfactors, Jason.
And Superfactor Aegis Alchemy autographs, but there are no other parallels of either of those insert autograph sets.
Okay.
That's a nice looking design there on the CR7 red refractor parallel.
Yeah, lined up to one of his famous free kicks that don't go in.
Yes, one of his wonderful free kicks where everyone goes, oh, free kick. Yeah, so what's the sword card and what's the jumbo story with that booklet?
We'll soon find out. Renaissance, you like the look of it? I think we had just assessed the stained glass maybe recently.
Yes, we just looked at the FIFA Select stained glass.
Yeah.
I think episode.
As you said, I think they're both merging into one another.
They are. They're getting more and more like every time we look at them.
Yeah. What's fascinating here to me, Jason, why have they never thought about putting the player in the same design as the stained glass?
Stained glass in the player.
Yes. Would that not be cool? Yes. Almost a mosaic of the player.
I'm reminded of the work of Irish stained glass artist Harry Clark.
That's right.
And we can have a little look at some of what that might look like.
Because I just feel like I look at that, it's great and all, but it's like, would it not be cool if the players were embroidered in the glass, kind of? That's not the word.
Here's some work by Harry Clark.
Yeah, a bit of that.
A bit of that, yeah. Sort of like
they didn't make Jesus lifelike. He was part of the Renaissance design.
That'd be pretty spooky if there was a stained glass window and there was just kind of a cutout of St. Patrick or Jesus or something like that. Yeah,
because like this, I think you could get a lot off here, and then the design,
Yeah, you think go the whole hog.
Go the whole hog and give us a cool looking. Like I can picture Yamal there, kind of
Yeah,
as a stained glass figure himself.
Well, I mean, I suppose in the Renaissance stained glass battle, that's the next step is who's going to be brave enough to go full stained glass.
Someone has to be, and I think Renaissance. I don't know. I think the ball has been dropped there, Jason. I would say.
Right. So we're throwing down the gauntlet. Who is going to represent?
Do it. Why not? That's how you do it. Then it's cool.
Yeah, people might not like it, but it would be a definite swing.
I honestly think if done correctly, this is my big swing. No, this is great. I was going to say, if done correctly, I think this matches up to a Kaboom, because Kaboom's, the player is in the Kaboom format. There's not a Kaboom in the background and he's in a normal format like this. Do you know what I mean? Why has that not? The Kaboom is cartoony. The player himself
has an illustration.
It's an illustration. Yes. Why is the Renaissance not? And I think that's the ball being dropped. If you make Renaissance all stained glass, player included.
Yeah.
Especially when you think of something like the Grail card, because wouldn't it be cooler if you put them all together? Because the Grail kind of had that vibe to it as well. Wouldn't it be cooler to put it all together and it's almost like you're looking at a wall of...
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
I get exactly what you're saying.
And it's never occurred to me until right now. So
yeah,
get yourselves together, people. Come on.
Right. So people who design Merlin Chrome, people who design Panini
Renaissance,
get with it. So yeah, this is just up for pre-order right now on a few different sites. Oh, release date September 20th. So Merlin Chrome, apparently according to some of the pre-order sites, including our friends at Trace and Chase, September 20th. So watch out for that, and I'm sure we'll have more in the next 3 weeks as we build up.
That is a Friday, Jason. Just for
that's a Friday.
That's payday.
So mark your calendars.
Be careful.
Okay, there was a big soccer retinue involved in the Goldin Elite auction that ended last night. Did you see all these various results dripping through?
I seen Goldin. There was craziness. I seen all about the star Michael Jordan. Did I catch the only main one I caught really that I seen? I think was the flawless Messi sale. I don't think I seen.
Right. Well, I have a
you're about to educate me. Yeah, you're about to educate me here. Although I spent a lot of time looking at it in the lead up prior to it ending. I remember there was some Pelés.
Okay.
In there.
So you may recognize the items.
I recognize them, but I won't. I don't know how they ended. I'll say that.
Right. Okay. So let's have a look here at the results from the wee hours of the morning. So starting off with a couple of things, right? First of all, this 21-22 Panini Donruss Road to Qatar Hollow Black Laser 101 Messi and a PSA did $8,300.
That's a good sale.
Road to Qatar Donruss, $8,000. That's an amazing sale.
No, but like it's still, he won the World Cup. He's in an Argentina kit there.
I know, but
people, I know what you're saying. You're saying
we're so down on this set. If you bring it up in conversation, people are like, "Oh, Road to Donruss, get out of my face."
That's true.
You know, you get the impression that these cards aren't worth the paper they're printed on from people.
And yet, Panini have had another kind of a barnstormer there, as did Leo Messi.
Maybe Messi's done more than Panini have there for that card. But yeah. So, right, and then also, this was maybe the most interesting sale of the night.
Crazy.
The 23-24 Topps Chrome UEFA Club Competitions Champions League Trophy Superfractor.
Wow.
Apparently, the pack odds were 1 in 1,684,680 packs.
Big front row. Big front row. Big print row there.
Big print row.
That's crazy.
$25,000 for a PSA 7 Superfractor of the Champions League Trophy.
Very impressive.
Very impressive.
Very, very, very. And that's like when people concoct the idea of making this card and only making it a 1-1 and putting it in the set, they've added tremendous value to the set. Just for like someone has made $25,000, Goldin have made their cut. And it's like, it's impressive because like, it's not, I don't know, it's brilliant. I mean, as an investment piece, I don't know how I feel about it. I wouldn't be the one buying it, I don't think, at all.
Yeah.
But even there, the way the 1-1 is in writing on the front, the 1 of 1, I think they did a lot there. I think, congratulations to all involved. And I'm sure in person it looks well because 99% of that card is the gold vinyl Superfractor circles.
That's true. This is a very interesting sale, I think. The big thing I would think if I was inside the Topps Chrome team right now is do another one next year?
But it's like, do you add in the Conference League and the Europa League and just why would you not? Why would you, or the Women's Champions League? Why, like, will Women's Chrome have a Women's Champions League? You would imagine they should off the back of that. I mean, if you do another one next year, you immediately kind of kill this one. This is the first time they did it and all that sort of stuff. But like, one of the hardest things I think in creating cards, creating checklists is the acknowledgement, understanding, and the logic of not reproducing something so you can then maintain the past value when you're working in a company who cares more about the boxes they sell this year, not what they sold 3-4 years ago. So that's really tough. And that's across the board. Like we've seen in F1, they didn't do the logos in year 2 or year 3, but then they bought them back in year 4. And that was like well received and it helped the set sell. It was more hits being open, but at the same time, it took the shine off those year 1 logos.
Yeah. I mean, maybe you might say if you were kind of a collector, because obviously this has gone to I don't think anyone's bought this
to flip
or to kind of, obviously they're thinking it will appreciate, but I think it's mainly a collector's piece. Or if you were, and so the club shouted out on the back, Real Madrid, AC Milan, Liverpool and Bayern. If you were a Milan, Madrid, Liverpool or Bayern fan, you could actually put together as many of these cards as they come out in consecutive years as your club has. Imagine that.
That is true.
So
the other thing, I think the biggest win that they did here was just making it a 1-1 card. I don't think there's a base. I don't think there's any other colors. I think that was very powerful.
Yes, that was
in fairness, you do that like now because you think, is there a collectability to the fact that Real Madrid won that Champions League?
Yes, is it actually depicting that Champions League in particular? Yeah,
because if that's the season, that's Champions League. Therefore, we won that one. If I own that, is there a collectability to that? And maybe there is.
Yeah,
and in that case, if you do it every year and there's always only just one, it's almost like, oh my God, he has one of those Champions League trophy cards. It could be, yeah. So it's a catch-22, but certainly an amazingly healthy sale.
Yeah, let's see how Goldin sold it, because we can generally tell a lot by how Goldin position things.
That is true.
Graded near mint 7 by PSA. The UEFA Champions League is the most elite and fiercely contested club competition in soccer, with the winner earning bragging rights over the rest of Europe's top teams. Offered is an absolutely stunning Topps Chrome UEFA Club Competitions trophy collectible depicting the iconic Champions League trophy. This singular piece is among the most elusive soccer cards of the 21st century, appearing in the production at a mind-blowing rate of 1 to 1,684,680 hobby packs, an outstanding ultra prestigious collectible depicting the most coveted trophy in all of club soccer. The limited edition piece is serial numbered 1 of 1.
That's why they're the best in the business, by the way.
Wow. So interesting stuff. I do think, again, I think all the reasons we've discussed why this is a good collectible are true. In the context of soccer in general, and Goldin talking about it's among the most elusive soccer cards, the soccer cards you can get for $25,000 is quite a list.
That's right.
As we will see as we look throughout the rest of this auction. So it's an interesting benchmark. If not,
congratulations to Goldin and to the owner of that for that sale, because that's
and to the seller.
That's what I meant.
Oh, you mean not the new owner?
Yeah, it was the new owner. Congratulations to the new owner, but yeah, the seller is who I'm really congratulating here.
Right, excellent. And congratulations to the design team at Topps for pulling off something like this.
And the checklist put togetherers, as I like to call them, for having the kind of mind to keep it as a 101 and nothing else.
Very good.
Congratulations.
Everyone's had their flowers off that.
Yeah, we think so. There's someone missing, but shut up.
Right. God, I could just look at every single one. I've just I can't tell what to look at and what not to look at, but let's have a look. Messi again, all over the place here.
Can I say once again, Panini, although this is obviously an incredible sale, an incredible card for the 23-24 season, Panini dropped the ball holistically, not making this a full gold card.
We're looking at the Kaboom.
Kaboom. Yeah, I mean, obviously they can say, look at these sales, we did fine. And it does leave the door open for the next time they do gold Kabooms, they can do it correctly and they will be crazy. But it's just, I'll never look at them cards and feel anything other than, why did you do that?
Yeah. PSA 9, gold Kaboom Messi, 24,412.
Yeah, very impressive.
Mbappe makes his first appearance, $3,000 for an Ultimate Stage Chrome Superfractor from the flagship release.
Yeah, that was great that came from flagship.
Yeah. Again, great to see that kind of the trickle down economics of that. You can buy a box of flagship, get the Chrome and the card and the Ultimate, all that stuff working out.
Yeah, get a Superfactor Chrome in a flagship box is stuff of dreams.
Yes. I would say that's Kylian Mbappe's last year in the PSG kit. But who knows as time goes by whether he'll appear on previous. Who knows how that's going to work. But certainly at the time he was playing, it'd be the last one. So if any big PSG fans want to say goodbye to Kylian, they can collect his 23-24 cards. Although I don't think they want to say goodbye. I think they want to say other things to him. For a similar price as the Gold Kaboom, you have this 1010 Gold Breakaway 2022 Prism. I think a better purchase.
Can you use the incredible feature on this specific auction site to zoom in on a card and show me that autograph and tell me how it got a 10?
Oh, look at that.
I have never in my life seen a worse Messi auto, and I've seen various questionable authentic ones, but that getting a 10, I have never seen a worse Messi auto.
That does look crazy.
His hand had a spasm as he was doing it, clearly.
Yeah.
So to give it, it's probably real, whatever. I don't question the authenticity, but I question the auto 10 in a big way. And that's another one of those things where PSA and collectors are kind of together. And did Goldin grade this? Did they not? I don't know.
Now that you've brought that up, the sticker is also on wonky. I don't know if you can see that.
No, I can. I can just about. Yeah, it's.
If you see that there,
look at that feature, by the way, to zoom in.
Yeah, Fanatics Collector, you watch it. But yeah, look, that's not parallel to the card.
But just I don't know how that gets a 10-10 on the auto. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, you're saying the card could be a 10, but the auto 10 is
crazy.
It's crazy. Yeah,
it's genuinely crazy if your job is to grade autographs. That's insane. It's the worst Messi auto I've seen in my life. And I know people that grade autos might say it's not about if it looks good or not. It's about is it all on the sticker. But
because
We've seen a lot.
Is that what it's about? What is the criteria? Because sometimes, like, if somebody like takes their hand, like, stops applying enough pressure, and it kind of
if it fades out, like Lewis Hamilton doesn't always do the loop or whatever. So like this is clearly the pen has fully touched the sticker in every capacity, and there's no light marks. It's just because it's like you can't really grade. You can't say, Jason, your autograph today was an 8 out of 10 because it's like, that's my autograph. What do you mean? It's not supposed to be the same all the time. So maybe I'm wrong in saying that, but this looks crazy.
Right. So
that's unrecognizable as a Messi auto, I would say, apart from just the LEO at the end. But like that's the craziest one I've ever seen, especially on such a beautiful card. When it's a sticker, it's like, don't put that sticker on this card. Panini will Panini. It's one of two.
Oh my god. So all I'm struggling to understand is if you're at the are these stickers placed on mechanically or by hand?
I would imagine by hand, but at the same time, with the amount of product that they produce, there's a chance it is mechanical, which would explain a lot of things.
Because if you were doing it by hand and you had, like, I wonder, and again, this is like, in my mind, the people who are designing the cards are the same people that are putting the stickers, which is of course not true.
Yeah.
So, but you do kind of think if you're the quality control person, you go, no, this needs to be a different sticker on this. This is a 1 of 2.
Messy.
Don't put that on again. But then maybe like that's part of the
fun.
Part of the
magic. Part of magic. Got a big sale for that, but a crazy autograph.
And again, compared to the PSA 9 Gold Kaboom, I would rather have this autograph.
Yeah, for sure.
But shows the power of the Kaboom brand.
Yeah, Panini have a lot of their IP on their sets is very, very strong.
Yes. I don't want to spend all day talking about Messi. There's all sorts of stuff. Let me see if I can find something that's not Messi. There's a black Beckett Ronaldo, black label.
Can I say?
10. Yeah,
I partially think part of the popularity of like a Kaboom and a Prism is purely because Panini have had the NBA license throughout the majority of the boom and the majority of the last 10 years. That I think that has actually impacted everyone's view of the brand, if that makes sense.
Like, right, I'm with you.
A popular NBA player's Kaboom does a crazy figure, and people go, Kabooms are amazing, and if you apply Kaboom to all this stuff, that's all amazing. Yeah. I'll be very interested to see what happens when Topps Chrome NBA, because I do think NBA almost dictates a lot of the market.
Yeah.
So I'll be interested to see what happens when Topps Chrome have NBA over the next 5 years. We
could be looking at $24,000 Youthquake sales.
I don't think so, but I'm interested to see. I want to know how much is it that Kaboom is class, or that it has had such big sale figures and has grown in popularity because NBA is such a big part of the hobby, and there's so much sales figures and popularity in that. That's all I'm saying.
No, that's
and it might be a case of that is the reason, but it'll never change because it's been set now almost during such a formative part of the new age hobby, if you will. But yeah, there you go.
Very, very nice. There's another Messi, about the same price, 26,000.
There's someone spending 24 to 26,000 on Messi cards at the moment.
Yes, it seems like. This is a 205 Eminence, one of the gold troy ounce of gold things in there. And yeah, that's a better Messi auto, I would say.
Yeah, that's a nice image.
Good image, good auto, nice. Let's talk about Lamine Yamal.
Yes.
Some big William, 9,455 for this 23-24 Topps Museum Collection Rookie Reverence Emerald 1 of 1, not the best 1 of 1.
No.
Museum graded authentic.
Is that a sticker auto or on card?
That is
looks on card, doesn't it?
No, I think I believe I see the seam of a sticker there. I'm getting it on my monitor. It's not coming up on the feed.
Okay.
But yeah, it certainly looks. I like the space around the auto.
Definitely.
So that's nice. 9,400 for that. Obviously lagging way behind the super factors, which shows the difference between a super factor and an emerald.
Yeah, 100 and an authentic grade.
And an authentic, yeah. This one here from the Barcelona team set, which is an of 5, a red autograph Lamine Yamal, gold drip insert auto, doing 6,500.
That's an amazing sale for that.
That's an amazing sale for a Barcelona team set. I mean, it's a nice card, but that's an amazing sale.
A PSA 8 as well. Like that's an incredible sale.
Congratulations to whoever hit that and sold it. I do think like, okay, obviously we've been talking about Lamine Yamal having mad sales and the super factors and all that stuff and whether or not they're good investments.
Yeah.
And I do think, to a certain extent, if he keeps performing, those superfractor sales will be protected and will maintain their value and may increase. I do think this kind of stuff is definitely a great time to sell.
Okay, yeah, I know what you're saying.
I'm kind of drawing a distinction here between the superfractor hits, and the black prisms and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And this Barcelona team set.
Yeah, like when you have Sapphire out there, when you have Merlin on the way, when you have all this sort of stuff going on, there's too many premium sets.
There's Euro products coming out.
Yeah, true.
I think that's very well done. Congratulations to all involved. Again, I like the design. I like the set, but
it's brilliant. It's a good time to sell. Done very well.
Speaking of a superfractor, look at that. The man. Woof. $20,000.
No doubt about it. That's a good sale. Obviously, it's kind of lagging behind some of his other superfractor sales, but I do think a lot of them have hit at the perfect time maybe to sell. Because obviously the season has started, he's not scoring goals every single game, and I think that some people are scared because of that, even though he's been playing very well, getting a lot of assists.
Yes.
But at the same time, it's like how many, this comes down as well to how many superfractor autographs does one player have.
Yes, and how many people are there that can spend $40,000 on a superfractor Lamine Yamal?
I think
after
a few people have one or two of them themselves, they stop trying to bid on the new ones, which lowers obviously the price, I think.
Yeah.
But that looks brilliant, by the way. The superfractor-ness of that is very
good. I like the man insert.
Okay, very nice.
I'm a fan of that. A lot of color in there. I think the superfractor looks cool.
The boy,
yes. That could be in Bowman.
That's right.
Yeah. Just to briefly say, looking at these, here's a three-time Ballon d'Or winner Marco van Basten, 101 Patini Select, just because we get asked a lot about the Ballon d'Or. How much does the Ballon d'Or matter? This went for $915, 101. Obviously, it's not a rookie, it's years later. But interesting to see that you can get a Marco van Basten for that.
That is interesting. That was
I wonder did this go to Holland.
Respected, yeah.
Okay, let's keep going because we have lots of stuff here.
What a soccer-tastic.
It's absolutely unbelievable. There's that poor old Topps Now Erling Haaland.
$4,700.
Still one of the best. $700.
Still one of the best around.
From the 17th September 2019. That is a 5-year-old card in a PSA 10.
Jason, we're getting old.
I know. Where's those 5 years gone?
Wonder Kid hat-trick. He's just got back-to-back hat-tricks, and you're telling me...
Yeah.
But still, like, $5,000 for a Topps Now card ultimately is for a base card. Topps Now is actually unbelievable.
It is good. It is, and obviously, in the meantime, they've introduced Erling Haaland autographs. There are like all sorts of. He's become a kind of a phenomenon at City and all that stuff. So yeah, I think it is good, but it's interesting nonetheless. Poor old Casemiro didn't help himself at the weekend, but still $800 for a Nebula 101 from Prism.
Oh, bad time to sell that though, but that's still a good price.
Bad time to sell. I'm sure you ever had that was watching the United Liverpool match. Like, what are you doing?
The likelihood of this happening, like, Jane.
Yeah. We have to talk about this big Messi Ronaldo dual super auto, $67,000.
So here we go. Like, you're talking.
This is it.
Yeah, this is an unbelievable card. It looks beautiful.
Yeah,
that's a big dip from what we've seen similar cards do previously last year, the year before.
Mm-hmm.
But then at the same time, you go, right, we've created the superfractor dual auto of the two of the best players ever in the Barcelona Real Madrid kit, and it's done a $67,000 sale. What's the problem?
Yes. Somebody either hit that in a break or opened the box and got it and didn't pay $67,000, and now they have made $67,000.
Yeah.
Great, yeah. We could talk. We could kind of like not that we're going to apportion blame, but we could blame the fact that we just like what we talked about with the Lamal. You mean Lamal? Is that it's either that people there's only some people that are buying this card at $100,000, say, or they didn't know to keep making them, and who knows. The question is, if it's the first one, then you would expect like the price to hold a lot more steadily over time, because there will be a set of collectors for every kind of price range down to a certain, and then at to be a certain point, people like who actually do buy at the top will just kind of start reinforcing the market if it drops too far. The other side, if it's because of overproduction, which I don't think it is, to be honest, then you would expect the price to keep going down and this sort of stuff. But I think it's the former. I think it's just like It's just a price sensitivity and a kind of a fulfillment of the demand at the top level for now.
Yeah, no, I think that makes sense. I mean, there could be people that want to collect as many of these as they can as they pop up. You know, if there's 3 or 4 made a year almost,
Yes.
the demand should still outweigh it, at least maybe not to 100 grand or 67 grand or whatever. But like, you'd imagine some of these cards are getting bought and locked away and not for sale, at which point the market will want more. Even though I understand why people are like, not for me. You know, don't they make so money? They can keep making it infinitely or whatever. But it's like, if it's a product chase every year and there's only one of them, is it that bad? I don't know. It's
I
hard
don't know
to know.
either. And I suppose, like, as well, when you talk about, like, say we talk about like a Pele, a 1958 Pele, that's what's 42 and 24, 66. So in that's 66 years ago, the Pele is from.
I don't know what maths you were doing. Okay, good.
So what I'm saying is, like, that's like, we're talking, and that's only kind of now, like, you look at the prices now versus the prices 10 years ago. Like, Messi and Ronaldo, like, okay, these cards can be made indefinitely, but not forever.
Yeah.
Like, there is actually a limit. Like, at some point, both of them will die.
It only takes one of them to die to.
It only takes, like, you know, so I think there is a situation where if you wanted to hold this for 5 years, okay, you might have some trouble, because in that 5 years, presumably they'll just keep getting these, you know, the stickers and all that stuff. But in 50 years, who knows? In 100 years, who knows what kind of an antique this is?
Yeah, it's true. At the moment, it feels plentiful, but you just simply never know. But yeah, try with caution if you're. But I suppose if you're the kind of guy buying this for these kind of prices, you don't. Really
then we don't have to worry about you.
Yeah, you're doing all right.
You're doing fine. Speaking of Ronaldo autos, and I was kind of looking at this because obviously Dynasty has been selling. This is doing very well. This is Flawless, 2015-16 Flawless, and this is an of 15 Ruby jersey number, 7 of 15.
Yeah,
Cristiano Ronaldo autograph. This is an amazing card, I think.
I think it's amazing. I don't love how small the image is. That's my only kind of qualm with that kind of a card.
But then they got loads of white space for the auto,
which is, I suppose, important. I guess that's probably the design decision.
Yeah. Because we've seen with Dynasty that's a problem when you make the
it's hard to have that kind of real estate on a card. So yeah, it's beautiful. Good price. Like, good price to pick it up at.
Yeah, I was thinking that as well. This, just to check in with old Neymar, $1,500 for a 21-22 Topps Chrome PSG Superfractor Neymar. This is like not Topps Chrome UCC, it's Topps Chrome PSG.
Yeah, the fact that this got a PSA 10 as well is very impressive out of that set.
Yeah.
Not the greatest sale, but there's still an appetite there for him, I suppose.
There's still an appetite there. It's kind of interesting when you look at that, because, like, who knows? Neymar, I think, is just talking to people over the last kind of few months and kind of year or so about Neymar. Nobody's quite sure. You can still sell Neymar cards. People are still very excited when they see nice Neymar cards. But I think his only hope now for his long-term market is, not that he's worried about it, he's fine, is kind of the nostalgia effect. I think Neymar is going to take a long time, but I do have confidence in his prices long-term.
For the right cards, the nice ones.
For the nice Neymar cards, I think there's always going to be a market, but it's going to take time, because that generation of people, which I would put us in, who are kind of the Neymar generation, you know, need time to get the money together. get that money up. Yeah, so just a little check in with Neymar. And then this one was an interesting one.
Wow.
Yeah. World Cup Prism 2018. Camo, 17 of 20. Kylian Mbappe, Pop 4, PSA 10. Billed by Goldin as a rookie card, criticized by the community. Goldin there for calling this rookie card on account of it not being a rookie card. But it did $18,642. Amazing Mbappe card.
It's unbelievable. I think that's a good price.
Yeah. Me too. This is a really,
I mean,
good card.
He just got his 2 goals. I was watching that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I think, like, that's a good buy price for that card. So I'm a bit bamboozled by it, because it's kind of like he had such a slow start at Madrid. The commentary team that I was watching, they were going mad. They were going, this is still pre-season for a lot of these players. They're not match fit. Like, everyone's
Guardiola said that.
Yeah, everyone's he said, I know what he said, but what I'm saying, like, they're saying, like, Mbappe, like, obviously they need to gel, but also they're just not match fit. Like, they're not as sharp as they would be. Like, use just wait. Mbappe is going to be class. He gets his 2 goals. One was a penalty, obviously, but it's still that kind of thing of, like, Yeah, it's probably true. We're probably still kind of looking at a bit of preseason here after the Euros because there was a big break. And it's kind of like a lot of people don't have the legs done. So we will see. Picking that up, I mean, especially because it's a pop 4, I think that's just an absolute cracking card, to be honest.
I think so too. Just on Real Madrid, like Bellingham being out basically leaves Fede Valverde to do all of the work between the midfield and the forward line.
And he's been doing it. What a player.
And he's been doing it. But, like I think when Bellingham comes back, when Camavinga comes back, and there's a few more legs in that midfield, especially if Bellingham can stop playing false 9 and figure out a way to play behind Mbappe and Vinny. I think this is a good buy.
I think it's a good buy. I think Mbappe, the market will be going up in the near future. That's my anticipation.
And also, it's like one of those things where, I don't know if I was listening to commentary or what it was, but just kind of talking about how Kylian Mbappe, if he doesn't have the greatest time at Real Madrid and he does, and he kind of just falls away a little bit footballing wise, then he'll just be kind of the guy who won the 2018 World Cup for France and could have been one of the greatest ever, but ended up kind of not being. But in which case, the only card of him he would want to have would be his rookie or his 2018 World Cup Prism. So I think...
Yeah, maybe the France Select, the 2017 Select, I think it's the French, equal.
Maybe so, yeah.
To be honest, regardless of if this is a rookie or not, like I think this is the problem, and it's a problem that will be resolved with the fact that soccer is maturing and we actually capture rookie cards in real time with rookie logos and parallels. Because I don't think his 2017 is a rookie either, to be honest. Like ultimately, his rookie is the 2016 sticker, and although you like to ignore stickers, it's like it's in a Monaco kit. It's from the time he played at Monaco. That is the one, whether anyone wants to accept it or not.
And he played in the Champions League for Monaco, so you can't even make the argument of, that's like playing in the,
Yeah, no. So, and for me, it's like this card, regardless of if it is or isn't a rookie, there's no denying that image, that card, that prism, that everything is one of the most iconic soccer cards, period. Just is. Yeah. It's one of the number one cards that kind of drove and brought in the new age of soccer cards, regardless of what you want to think about it. So, yeah, that's probably... I'm sad I do not own a high level version of that card.
Agree. I think that's a good price and a good series of points there that you've made. So that's just... I'm sure we may have missed a couple of bits, but that's just a little kind of whiz round the Goldin Elite. Big night for soccer last night.
Definitely. Interesting night as well.
Very interesting night. Okay, how are we on time? We're good. Right. Just to say that there was an interesting product release between last podcast and this podcast, which was not a soccer release, but as our friends over at Collect will tell us, it was Marvel Topps Chrome debuts as a Top UK release. Collect, I'm going to write you a letter because it wasn't a Topps UK release, it was a Topps Europe release.
Yeah, people don't understand the difference between that, and it is infuriating.
It is infuriating both for people who are trying to buy from the EU and can't check out because Topps don't mention that you have to use a different link. And for people in America who keep saying this was a UK exclusive release, and it's like, well, look at eBay, it's all being sold from France.
Yeah.
So this is a Topps Chrome Marvel. And so our only experience of Marvel cards, I think, before this is some Funko Marvel San Diego Comic-Con exclusive Upper Deck boxes, which we bought at the National in Chicago and sold at Dublin Comic-Con.
Yeah, and we have a very nice Spider-Man from that set that I actually think is over there. And I could pull it up, but I think it would be... I don't think I'll do it.
Yeah, but so we're not
we're not experts here.
We're not experts here. But this obviously the big thing that everyone thought of when it came to this was the Disney Chrome release from the end of last year, which skyrocketed in value, and this is kind of a similar vibe. Let's see what Ben Burrows, who's previously covered the Dublin Card Show, by the way.
Shout out to Ben Burrows.
Yep. Marvel Chrome 2024 made its much anticipated debut Friday as a surprise drop for European collectors. Available during a 24-hour EQL launch, this set retails for £185, about $243, 215 euros, and will only ship to European territories. The release features a 150 base card set with 14 parallels, including the traditional refractors and superfractors, as well as first appearance cards. Inserts include Spider-Man Gold and Marvel Icons, Daredevil 60th Anniversary, Marvel 90s, and more. Each box will come with a giant-sized card Chrome topper, Chrome card as a box topper. Topps Patrimony cards are one of the case hits, which feature a Marvel baseball design from the year the character made its Marvel debut. The Marvel Comics Chrome release arrives amid rumors that the license to make Marvel cards will transition from Upper Deck to Topps and Fanatics in the coming months. Rumors of that change began widely circulating during July's San Diego Comic-Con. though no official news has been announced. Neither Topps nor Upper Deck immediately returned collects requests for comment. So this was the big thing, was the license. Everyone being like, why is this UK only, Europe only? What's going on?
It's clearly, so basically this was obviously got under a European trading card license, which is why they can only ship to those territories. They're not just hating on the US. I wonder if they're going to get the US license, and that's what all that kind of rumors are, or if those rumors were just misinterpreted, a misunderstanding of the fact that there is US and European licenses that are separate.
Yeah, because you do kind of like it. We've been hearing a lot of commentary around this, and it's like, oh, I wonder, what's the story there? Like, is it
ultimately, if you get the European trading card license in Europe, you've began a relationship with obviously Marvel, the licensing team. So I don't put it past Michael Rubin to say, hey, we want to also do this in the USA, and we want to get rid of Upper Deck. We want to do that. That makes sense.
Yeah,
but it also on the flip side, they could go, we paid less for a European trading card license. Our stuff is going to be sold around the world regardless. So we don't need to fork out the money for the US one. We can just compete.
Yeah, as Ben says here in this article, despite the region lock, Marvel Topps Chrome will inevitably reach the United States. Online trading card retailers like Dave & Adams and Blowout have already announced initial offers of $500 per box. So that's interesting. I wish we'd see that in soccer more often. Box comes out at 200 and you get an offer for 500 straight away.
For Dave & Adams?
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Blowout cards, yeah. And Steel City, actually noticed as well, joined that as well. So 3 of the big US retailers hopped in.
Yes. Obviously meeting the demand there from the US. Enzo, I have to ask, who is your favorite superhero?
My favorite superhero might be Spider-Man. I think it could be Spider-Man, Jason.
Top superhero, Spider-Man.
Top pick. I remember the anime kind of cartoons. I thought they were brilliant.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna give it to Spider-Man. Gonna have to be.
Okay.
What about you?
Good.
Oh my God, sorry. I think I know the answer to that.
Well, my favorite superhero is of course owned by DC.
Yeah.
But if I had to pick a Marvel one just to stay on brand, I would pick favorite Marvel character. I don't know. Maybe Wolverine.
Yeah, Wolverine's a good one.
I like Wolverine.
It's fair. Did you watch the new Wolverine Deadpool?
No, I didn't see that.
That's shocking.
I didn't see that. I don't really like Deadpool so much.
Deadpool, I don't like Ryan Reynolds, but that's a different matter.
That's what I meant. Yeah. I was trying to be diplomatic.
Okay, never mind. Yeah. But it's a good movie. It's a good movie.
Yeah. Okay, so let's just round us out. We have lots of football to talk about, but it's an international break, so we can talk about that on Thursday.
Fair.
Also, just to say to people who sent in their questions for the last episode Q&A and got in late, I've collected all those late entries, and we'll do those Thursday as well. So Thursday's going to be kind of like a football show and a Q&A show. Because there's an international break and we're covering so much of the hobby stuff.
We're assuming the hobby won't do anything crazy between today and Thursday.
I'm hoping that nothing crazy happens, but who knows?
You never know.
Enzo, we were at a local card show here in Dublin called the Ireland Card Show.
Yeah, a local card show not hosted by us, people. Please understand the difference.
Yes. And it was a very, very good day. And we met a YouTuber, one of the side men.
One of the side men. The men from the side were there, some of them.
Look at that, look. Simon, a.k.a. Mini Minter.
And he was very nice, very pleasant. He was very excited to see our table because he was looking for some football card boxes. And we were very happy because you can look at the table here. We brought a lot of retail stuff because we were going to kind of a local show, small show. We said, let's bring kind of the cheaper stuff, see how it goes.
Yeah.
But to the left, kind of just underneath your arm, we brought a few higher end boxes that were a bit more fun because we knew some of our kind of Irish hobby community would be here and they'd want to get involved. Little did we know, Mini Minter came up and he picked up a box of Team All Obsidian as per our recommendation.
Yeah.
Something fun to open without having a million cards, some nice hits.
A quick hit.
I won't say what he said about Bazunu, a young Irish card, an Irish player, rookie, that he hit it. I don't think he was Irish, but brilliant. It was a bit of fun, a bit of a surprise. Towards the end of the day, when there was a bit of a lull in the room, the classic final hour, people are starting to clear out. It was nice to see. People were very excited in the room. It was good.
I believe he was in town. Let's see if I can tell from his Instagram profile. He was in town for something.
Very good. Unbelievable.
Something in Dublin. I can't figure out what I thought I saw a post on it, but I actually don't know what it was. So Anyway, never mind that. I don't know why I brought that up. We took the picture with him and was like, I'll post this on Instagram, and then it got so many likes so quickly, and I was like, oh, people really know who this is.
People are a big fan.
People, yeah, like this is.
I'm only sad we didn't bring some of our Sidemen boxes, Jason. That would have been quite. It could have signed the box. Would have been worth a bit more.
Wow.
There you go.
But he has as people were quick to tell us, he has opened, which I think I already knew. He's opened soccer cards on his channel.
Yes,
has hit all sorts of crazy stuff. So good to see a fellow member of the hobby.
Yeah, fun of him to kind of just pop in and walk around and have a bit of crack.
Yeah,
love to see it. Love to see that, Jason.
Right. So that is us. Oh, one more thing. Somebody left us a review because we were complaining that we haven't got a review on Apple Podcasts.
I don't think we were complaining.
Ages. I think we were complaining. Play the tape. Roll back the tape.
Roll back the tape. Stop it right there.
So this is a review from one of our friends in Great Britain, and it's from a username Lindholm. 5 stars, legendary podcast.
Oh, wow.
I'm doubling over with enjoyment every time a new episode comes out. It's the modern card world's version of Laurel and Hardy. I wish you all the best in the future.
That's brilliant.
Someone's having a bit of a laugh there.
That's right. At our expense, maybe, but not really. No, at our pleasure, I guess. Discretion. I don't even know the word.
I don't know. Yeah, but we're involved and someone's having fun. So appreciate that, Lindholm. If you'd like to read us or leave us a review, we'll read out on the show.
Yeah, and also just to give you 134, I think it was 131, 134 5-star reviews on Spotify. For those that listen on Spotify, they've pressed the little star button and give them 5. That's pretty nice.
Okay, yeah. So rate us on Spotify 5 stars only.
Yeah, do not forget to go over to DublinCardShow.com or go on SoccerCardsUnited.com and click show, because that will open up the DublinCardShow.com. You can buy attendee tickets, vendor tables as well.
Okay, so we'll see you on Thursday for more Soccer Cards United.
No doubt about it. See you, Jason.